and this is going to be between Turbo Feeders and Doctors in the Hall. Currently looking at the standings, Turbo Feeders is currently 0-3, and Doctors in the Hall is currently, I believe, 2-2. So looking to be an exciting match. Getting some lineup stuff set, and then we should be good to go. With me here is John, or Thick Boy Choi.
Howdy.
Do you have anything to say before we're getting started, as I'm setting the lineups and stuff?
Um, well, I've commentated on the last game that Doctors played, and that was quite an upset because for me personally, I believe that the other team was going to do well, but I was proven so wrong just by the kind of synergy that they have, and I think if the Turbo Feeders can't displace their whole team, like last game, if they let Fox get in their backline again, or if they let BB just take all of their just team, it's gonna be over. They have such an overwhelming lineup, and so I think the key game is to be able to adapt to what the Doctors are gonna do.
Yeah. I don't believe we have played Doctors in the Hall yet, but Turbo Feeders definitely has some potential for pop-off.
I'm saying from because we commentated the last time they played.
Yes. And then switching you to spectator. Sorry.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, I'm expecting some pretty interesting stuff here. We have Toaster Oven and Dan on tank. Dan is a sub. He was supposed to be casting with me tonight, but he was snatched out of the chat I was in minutes before the the stream actually started. I was really sad. I'm here with John now though, so I'm just
So
happy.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying stuff like this, but Shaka Khan or AJ, thank you for the resubscription. 32 months is a long time.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you.
And with that, it looks like we are good to get started. R's from both sides, and we're gonna hop on in. What is that sound? Heck, is it making a loud noise?
Hold on. Let me check the. I don't hear anything.
That's my mic.
Oh,
That's
is it like
me.
buzzing?
Yeah,
Hold on.
there's a buzzing sound. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Yes, it is your mic. It's like ringing.
Here. Let me see if I can stop it.
Cool. Well, while that happens and he kind of sorts it out, they're getting ready to kind of do this first point. I hate this first point mainly because, or I hate this specifically mainly because it's whoever gets to the point first kind of has that huge advantage and can take and overwhelm kind of the positioning of everything because it kind of protected on all sides if you're just paying attention and all.
Okay.
So,
I am hoping this is better. Yes. This is actually the flat line of Doctors in the Hallway rather than a microphone issue. I'm hoping that is better, but not expecting it.
Well,
Okay, so we're
I
gonna
also hope it's
see.
better.
Yeah, I do have it right. Not better.
Yep.
Heck. We have the Ryan Zarya coming from the side of Turbo Feeders and the Ryan Diva coming from the side of Doctor in the Hall. They're both seeming to want to run some sort of rush comp, both with the Lucio. And they're going to be engaging right here. Going to just be a fast fight, it looks like.
Oof, big purple in the beginning immediately.
The purple cleansed. Immort comes out early from Asian Music Man. Probably is going to want that one back. Both teams just smashing against each other. We see Turbo Feeders with some early point presence. Looks like they're going to get this first cap, take out Roy Mustang really early. Trades coming out. Toaster Oven goes down, but so does Fox. And this should be a fight win for Turbo Feeders as long as they keep on sustaining. Doctors in the Hall, honestly, doing poke like this isn't really a great idea with the comp that they have right now.
Oh, here comes a shatter in the nano.
I stand corrected. The nano comes in from Mommy and
very aggressive
B times
start.
12 smushing his face and does get a kill onto Wilsonator. We see the DMAC coming in onto J-Bo. Pretty big purple onto Toaster Oven.
Oh, here comes the
Toaster
wall.
Oven goes down. Simwall from Professor AJ hoping to stave off some aggression. Gets the kill onto Blue Canary also. And it looks like the shield break potential from Turbo Feeders is going to be pretty huge, along with the Death Blossom from Cax taking out J-Bo and Asian Music Man finding two at the window.
I was saying this earlier. whoever gets on that point first just automatically has that lock, and in order to kind of get that, you really need to catch them off guard, and they just had their foundation set so well
Yeah.
as soon as they got there.
What I was saying earlier was neither team is a really poke-oriented comp, so when Doctors in the Hall went down one, in my opinion at least, and sorry, I'm in the completely wrong place, they should have either backed out or sped straight in and tried to make the fight turn, since the poke battle isn't going to work for them.
I think the game is patience and finding opportunities.
Ooh, huge shatter from Blue.
Huge shatter.
Finds like 5, and then the follow-up from the teams there. That's an easy fight win, and that's cheap too for them.
They turn that. And see, it's moments like these, like I said, it's like you need to kind of find openings in their armor. It's like sending that arrow straight into like the chink of the armor, and immediately just took advantage of that situation.
We see a Diva Bomb, a Grav, a Shatter, and a Nano are the ults coming into this fight. We're probably going to see Dan try to find a Grav this fight. Toaster Oven probably going to find a Shatter if he can. Where is Fox?
Oh, here comes a bomb. Oh my god, this bomb could be big.
I'm looking for Fox.
Unfortunately, it doesn't get anyone. However, it does get the immortality field.
Perfectly timed for the Deadeye, finds 2. Is that Ginger? What do you mean? The person in here with me? Since the person in here with me is John.
Hello.
Can't tell, help you're on mobile. Which role are you wondering about? So we see Turbo Feeder staging for this high ground fight. They're looking to still leverage that Shatter along with the beat that they have. They're probably going to try to save the beat for... I guess they're actually probably just going to use it for tempo going in here. No real good ult to counter it with.
Oh, here
Shatter
comes
finds
Shatter
1,
from
but the
both
counter
sides.
Shatter from
Both
BBB finding
sides.
3. Quick fight win. Roy Mustang popping the beat a little bit late, but the fight win still does look like it's going to come on the side of Doctors. Red Rhine is blue. He's using the account B times 12, I'm going to refer to it as, or just B.
I think I'm just going to go BB.
Fox going on that little flank finds Wilsonator.
Look at
Does get traded by Toaster Oven. Window Fire Strike finds 1 onto Roy Mustang. And Nano coming onto
Nano
Reaper.
On Ryan and
oh
Reaper
wait, no,
ult.
Ryan.
Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything.
And it looks like Doctors in the Hall probably going to take this round. BBB does go down, and then Cax does find Mommy in the back, so maybe I'm going to stand corrected
Is this a
here.
recontest?
As they also take out Jabo.
This could go either direction. They both have such a powerful...
Stand correct?
Yeah, they both have very solid rush comps, and so it's just a matter of whoever can take advantage of.
Right now, Turbo Feeders with the ult advantage. They have both DPS ults coming in. They're probably going to save the dragons since they're real close to grab dragons. On the side of Doctors in the Hall, they're going to look to probably send this Diva Bomb in and then Shatter from behind, I'm guessing, since he's probably going to farm the Shatter pretty fast. Might also see the Deadeye coming out soon. But I'm guessing we're going to see an early Blossom right here. Oh, maybe not. There it is. And then we're going to see the grab dragons in about 3 seconds.
Oh, they
pretty
Shatter.
big Shatter coming out, finds 3. The follow-up onto Asian Music Man is pretty huge. Dan 5% from the grab, not going to do the grab dragons, just opting to send out the dragons. Grab coming out now, does find 2, but it might be too little too late, as Doctors in the Hallway does trade this out in their favor. Toaster Oven coming in for the stagger, does get pinned off by Blue, and Wilsonator also getting killed. And with
This
that,
is intense.
yeah, pretty scrappy end of the fight. But it does go in the favor of Doctors in the Hall, 99 to 100.
Yeah, that was intense because it's just like back and forth. That play is just, they were playing with each other's strengths so well, and especially, I believe it's Doctors, the one with BB. They're playing so well together, and I just see them like, it's like a little cone of just death.
Both sides on the sim right now. Interestingly enough, we see the ball from Dan. I'm expecting we're going to see him switch off. I have been wrong before, though. Sorry.
Oh, yep,
There you have it.
switch.
There it is. And hello, Steck. Steck joining us here now as well.
Good to be here.
Good to have you. It looks like the teleport coming out from Turbo Feeders and also from Doctors, both just trying to get to the point fast. They both have the Lucio speed, so they meet up in the center. And ooh, big purple onto Toaster Oven. Does go pretty defensive in the Imwort and is able to survive. And Cax dropping low. Huge purple again. They really just need to smush in. If they got one more swing onto him, he would have been dead. But the Fire Strike doing it anyways. Cax does find Fox in the meantime. And Turbo Feeders does get the first take. Why is... Sorry, I'm having some issues with the stream and it's lagging, and I do not know why. BBB getting nanoed pretty early. Going to find one, and the Shatter finding another. It's a huge one. Sorry, if you guys could take over for a little, I'm gonna
Yep,
look at some stuff.
BBB, he is just clobbering his way through the point as Doctors in the Hallway.
Comes
they
that signature.
flip it.
Yep, that signature aggression from BBB.
Absolutely. We figured out in this league a long time ago that if you can have a Reinhardt that stays alive and move fast, you will probably win the team fight. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Looks like they're all just kind of consolidating that room, but... Oh, here comes the wall. Unfortunately, I feel like it's too far back. It does come the window, though.
Does make for some interesting zoning opportunities because it does split the point down the middle. Professor AJ just couldn't follow the axis of the wall. Follow straight on the point. He is pretty high charge, so he's doing a good bit of damage here. And his Cax on the cleanup.
Yep.
All right, we do apologize. Maybe some small issues with our production. We are working on getting those resolved for you as we speak. But that's Turbo Feeders with the flip.
Oh, here comes the slam. Oh my god, Insane Tire gets 4 of them.
That is a Jonah tire right there, if we ever saw one. What a great way to shut down the fight before it even starts. The shatter of the tire.
That constitutes an F.
Yes, can we get an F in the chat for the red team, please? Here we have Fox with the Deadeye. He gets one, and it's a big one on the healer. Oh, now he's got 2. They're going to push him with this.
Yep, looks like they're brawling. Here comes the grab. Here comes the counter shatter, and he gets all of them. And I think that's what really cost him that fight.
And we get a call for a pause. So Control Shift plus for our whoever's running the lobby. Hopefully, whatever issue we are having, we can get that worked out soon. But a very clean.
Oh, looks like. Uh-oh. Well, Mr. AJ saying it's kind of too late.
Appears it may have been an issue with someone on Turbo Feeders, so hopefully not a severe issue and one we can get rectified. But let's talk about that fight that we just witnessed with Doctors in the Hallway taking the point here. We had the grav come out from that Dan guy, and he caught multiple people in it. May not have been quite what he was looking for because his team was down 2 at that point.
Yeah, they were not prepared to follow through with that grab, and so BB taking advantage of the shatter to kind of just clean up the people that were there.
Yes, and the patience from Doctors in the Hallway, just being able to stand there, just shoot things in front of them, and then just wait out, and not having to use any more else than they need. And here we get an opening pick on Cax, courtesy of Fox.
Here comes the nano,
the Rhine.
There's a wall.
The wall comes out, but is it enough? It's not looking like it.
Oh. Looks like Toaster Oven goes down here. So does Professor AJ. Basically, I'm not confident, but it is not looking good for ye old. I'm blanking on names.
This is Turbo Feeders.
Yes,
here.
ye old Turbo. Correct.
And that, especially coming in the last fight, they have 3 ults. Doctors in the Hallway, they have 5.
Oh, here comes a bomb.
The Diva bomb.
Fortunately, bomb doesn't get much, but here comes the. Oh, here comes a wall.
Oh, but Fox is going to say no on that. The double Deadeye kill. He's going to put a dampener on all that momentum.
I do think this is it. Oh, unless they can contest this for long enough for the team to catch up.
It's just 2 healers on point for 2 Turbo Feeders, though. Asian Music
Man,
he's going to go.
Catch up.
Oh, and Wilson here, he's the last one down. That Dan guy here near the point,
Unfortunately,
not quite able to touch.
Yep. And that is a point for the doctors.
And there you have it.
Also, I do believe that the stream is named wrong, but I could be wrong about that.
I
Oh,
cannot
we
change
can-
the name.
Okay. I was just, that's why I was like, the names are blinking, because I was looking at that and I was like, this is not.
The names in the stream themselves
Yeah.
are the correct ones. If you look at the streams, the scoreboard is correct. But
Okay.
The,
Yeah. I'm just looking at
Don't worry, I am a moderator, so I have the power to fix that.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
So-
Round of applause for fixing issues. But yeah, I really think that I really think that one fight with the Grav really did kind of set the tone for the rest of the battle.
Absolutely. It is going to be a challenge here for turbo feeders now that they're down the map, because what type are they going into next? I believe it's the hybrid map next. So a
Yes,
bit
it is
more. It's a bit less of an even fight strategy compared to control maps, because you have to you have to push forward, and then you also have to defend. So none of the everyone's fighting in the same place at the same time.
Mhm.
And we do have confirmation on that. Is hybrid next? What hybrid do you think we'll see next with the pool of Kings Row, Numbani, and Blizzard World?
I'm honestly, I think Kings Row is probably going to be what's picked, but I could be wrong. It's just personally, um, I would pick Kings Row. It's just so much easier, especially for the comp that's happening. They're very brawly, and so if you have like a different tank comp, maybe, but it's like that first point takes advantage of brawly style fighting so well. But what's really going to cost them both, whatever the both of the teams, is whoever can take advantage of like the I said earlier, like kinks in each other's armor, and so hopefully they pick a map. It's probably gonna be Kings Row, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yep, Kings Row is a favorite around these parts. We always love to see it coming out, and then we do have the word coming in from Toaster Oven, captain of the Turbo Feeders. It was their pick, and they do choose Kings Row. We saw Kings Row last night. I don't remember if we had it earlier this week or not, but I do believe it's highly likely that we did.
I mean, it is a fan favorite. It is a.
Absolutely.
I feel like compared to the other two that are in our pool right now, it's just so much easier. I feel like it's just a much more like people are more fluent on Kings Row rather than Hollywood / New Bonnie, especially New Bonnie. But Hollywood, I can kind of see Hollywood being a better like divey comp because of all the high ground. But yeah, personally, I would rather just play on Kings Row because it's just what I've known for so long.
I do like it. It's a well balanced map. It's a very solid layout.
Mhm.
We do have a sub coming in here for Turbo Feeders. That Dan guy going onto the bench, and in his place is Lunchbox DJ, our former commissioner, several commissioners ago. We are glad to have him back in the league, joining our ranks. But he's going to be playing tank, it looks like, for the Turbo Feeders. And as I say that, we're now getting some subs in for Doctors in the Hallway. It looks like Gingerbeard coming in on the tank. BBB moving from tank over to the DPS. And then, was Blue Canary playing in the last round?
I think so. Yeah, I do believe so.
Okay. And they are moving over to the spectators.
The most important
so-
role.
Yes, the spot now being occupied by BBB. They do have another another person waiting to get their chance in the spotlight. That is Old Ironside sitting in the reserves, just waiting for the call to get in. So we'll be getting ready for Kings Row in just a moment. But I do think this does raise some interesting opportunities here for turbo feeders with the shit the tank line for Doctors in the Hallway. now running Jabo and Gingerbeard as their tanks. Jabo is a substitute for Shaka Khan tonight. Gingerbeard, one of our more famous Reinhardts in the league, known for his punishing aggressiveness, assuming that his healing line can keep up with him.
Well, looks like we're starting.
Now entering King's Row.
So Doctors in the Hallway, once again, the red team on the right side of your screen, Turbo Feeders, the blue team on your left. Doctors in the Hallway, they're going to be on the attack first. And I am very curious as to what kind of comps we'll see on the attack. What do you think we'll come up with?
I'm not really I'm not too sure. I'm not that well versed in comps, but I do think, from what I've seen, typically it's like you get someone to pick in the beginning from that top window, especially on the side of attack. But they're not playing any snipers except for Hanzo. But
I think the Hanzo may be exactly what you're talking about.
Well,
Fox is quite a good Hanzo player. He's very good at the hit scan
oh yeah,
and sniper types.
oh
So
yeah.
he's going to be hoping to get some good value out of this
Yeah.
start.
Fox also is really good at positioning from what I see. I remember when we were playing last week, Fox was just in their back line, kind of just eating away at their back line and then switching off. Looks like BB's gonna play. He is gonna play the Widowmaker though, trying to get the early game picks. I guess it would just depend on how well that
We do have a Sombra for Cax on the other side.
that Sonic Arrow does find that they're all in the hotel.
And here we have opportunities coming in. And that's a hack coming in on Japo to start things off. As Wilsonator gets a cheeky kill with a damage orb. That's an early pick here for blue team. Cax almost dying. 3 healthy teleports out away from team fight. Toaster Oven getting another kill on the other Reinhardt. That's going to put a damper on this team push for Doctors in the Hallway. They're going to need to regroup a little bit and get the rest of their heroes back in.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that early charge, but
it is a little aggressive, and that's something he's known for. But
Yeah.
a big anti-grenade coming in from Mommy. He gets a bunch of people, and they're able to get 2 kicks off of that. Toaster Oven and Asian Music Man going down. Cax with the counter pick on
Yep, here
Fox.
comes the hack on Ryan.
Oh, and that could be big. Can they follow up? And we get both the Nano and the Shatter coming out from Doctors in the Hallway. Nano on the May doing just so much
Does
damage.
look like the
moving
Moira
fast.
is away from the team.
It's definitely not where you want to be when you're Moira. But it's just Toaster
Oh,
Oven and
nope,
Asian
here
Music
come-
Man on the point.
All these ults.
The Blizzard may be a little unnecessary.
I do think-
because it was a 5v2 there.
You just gotta assert your dominance.
That is true. The mental game, never something you can ignore. And a quick sleep dart landing on Cax. A really good shot there from Mommy. Asian Music Man able to get a final touch.
Oh, looks like they're still gonna fight it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, now you really want that Blizzard back. But Doctors in the Hallway, they're still getting pick after pick. Looks like they're just going to be able to clean up here. So ultimately, not the worst situation in the world. Cax is still floating around somewhere in the back line, near the new attacker spawn. Oh, and he's been spotted.
Oh, he's been spotted. Yup, and goodbye.
Fox says no to that. Doctors in the Hallway, they're going to push up almost all the way to the end of the streets section.
Good call. I do think that this is a good call. It gives them the time to take advantage of the space that they made for themselves that allow the payload to move up further than it could have. So.
Very true. As Triple Feeders come back, they're able to get a little more space. They do have 4, almost 5 ults coming up here. Gives them an advantage over Doctors in the Hallway. The challenge
Like it's just
here
a
will
battle
be
of
to not
pokes
blow them
right
all
now.
at once, which teams
Yeah,
in
they're
this
just-
league love to do. We see the wall coming out from the May, and an EMP
here comes the
coming in
EMP.
from Cax.
It does
It's
start a
pretty
fight.
big.
Unfortunately, the dragon's coming in from the back. Unfortunately, they're forced to get off point, but they made a lot of headway. They really did.
That's true. Professor AJ using his ult to help turn that fight with the coalescence from Wilsonator. But they did use 4 ults,
That is
which
true.
were, fairly necessary. But it is sort of a high cost to keeping the point. So they do need to play pretty carefully, because now Doctors in the Hallway, they have 4 ults here. It'll be close to 5 soon. I would expect a grab here from Jabo pretty soon. Here it is.
Here comes the grab and the blizzard.
Oh, but Cax, Toaster Oven uses his Shatter while in the grab, able to get a pick with it. And now the Nano on the May, trying to keep this fight going.
Unfortunately, it's not enough.
No, they're gonna want that one back. They just spent 4 ults and still lost the fight. That is not what you want there.
I think this is time to kind of get your bearings and kind of reevaluate how you want to approach them, because they do have that wall of just. They do have that like huge wall, and it's just if they can just kind of get their bearings and figure out a way to pierce that wall, I think it could be either. It could go either way, but unfortunately, here comes the Shatter. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work.
It
And
looks
here comes the
partially
grab. Oh.
blocked.
Oh my gosh!
The tire comes out from Cax. That gets 3 in the grab. Wilsonator throwing out his coalescence, almost getting both supports in the back line. I'm trying to remember the name for a flame alchemist person, the Japanese characters.
Keegan?
Yes, I know their name. Yes, thank you, Roy Mustang. Using the beat to save the healers. Oh, and here comes the engage here from Doctors in the Hallway. They get down too pretty quick. A lot of damage is being pumped directly into the Reinhardt. It's not a recipe for success most of the time. Oh, and Fox getting punched by the Lucio. You hate to see it. They only do that at that range when they run out of ammo. You know.
I mean, it is free damage.
But some good ult opportunities here for Doctors in the Hallways. They will have 3,
Professor
4 ults
AJ in
here.
the back just getting pot shots in.
And a good
He is
pick from
backing out,
BBB. Oh, and here comes the Blizzard and the Nano on Gingerbeard. Oh, and
Looks like they're trying to get revenge on what happened earlier. They do manage to move up. Here comes a Shatter.
Beat came out from Asian Music Man, but it may have been a little early, if anything.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh, can we get an F?
F in the chat. Professor AJ getting just destroyed out of the ult there. And that's going to be a cap on the second point for Doctors in the Hallway, who now have a little bit of momentum on their side. They're trying to push in and get the 3rd point. But only 1:15 left on the clock, so not a crazy time bank. A commendable stall on street stage from Turbo Feeders.
Oh yeah.
Professor AJ on the high ground, and now we have the ult coming out from Jabo. Dragons to match on Fox. He gets 2 with the Dragons. Toaster Oven getting a charge kill on the May. Well, Fox gets his 3rd, a headshot on Cax. Oh, they trade for each other's lives. Interesting. A bit of a scrappy fight, but it looks like it's just Asian Music. Oh, Asian Music Man getting a headshot on Mommy. They may be able to stabilize here if they're
Here
careful.
comes a Shatter. I think what they need right now is that dog pile. Unfortunately, they do switch to the ball, but they do get pinned.
Oh, and Professor AJ, the Doom rollout.
That is first
getting
point.
one last stall.
Or that is
21
game
seconds is what the Doctors in the Hallway get to cap with. So, even though they push the first point pretty quickly, not a very large time bank.
Yeah, I think a lot of patience, but what it seemed kind of like is they were impatient to get to this point as soon as they can. And when they got to about, I want to say the alleyway, they just couldn't get it past that point fast enough. And they were just getting walloped back and forth, kind of getting staggered.
And now on the other side, a good opportunity for turbo feeders to see if they can cap this faster. Only 21 seconds left on the time bank, so if they cap with a good amount of time, we can give them a tremendous amount of tremendous advantage if we go into extra innings here. Does look like they are rocking the Somber again.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
And on Doctors in the Hallway, looks like they're running with pretty much the same comp with the Ryan Zarya, of course, a solid
Who's that?
pairing of tanks, and the
Echo switch.
Hanzo May. Oh, Professor AJ on the Echo. Oh, and Cax going over the Junkrat now. He was getting very good value out of the Junkrat. The spam is never something you can discount, and he was getting solid tires. But I'm curious to see how the Echo works out against the Hanzo. We'll see who wins that duel in a moment.
I will say, double run is very scary on this.
Oh, it sure is. Oof! And there's
the pick.
Pick one.
Is that gonna be the switch?
Now, Foxham has the Sonic Arrow on that window as Turbo Feeder's trying to go to the top right. So he knows they're there. Age of Music Man is the only one caught on the wrong side of the wall. Oh, he's taking some poke damage that he did not need to. Fox being pushed off the high ground. Oh, his
I
picks
do
coming
believe
in
that
from
this should be a
BBB.
backup from them. They're just getting taking advantage of that stagger now.
Absolutely. Just regroup and think about the plan, how to get through that choke without taking the unnecessary poke. Cax floating around here in the back line. I think he's looking for... He's grabbing a health pack and then hoping to
that
get a
cheeky
hack on
hack, yeah.
Fox here. Just waiting. Not going for the hack. He's just going to decloak and shoot him and then teleport
It's
away.
gonna be the duel, but that it could be what they need. Annoying Fox to get them off.
Professor
the team.
AJ opens this with a right-click kill as Asian Music Man gets another kill. BBB goes down. Oh, and now we have the Coalescence coming up from Wilsonator. He's going to die as
Here's the
Jabo
nano
gets
on the
hacked
Zarya.
by Cax. And that's going to be a fight win from Doctors in the Hallway. BBB just... he's just landing damage on everyone.
And they're just kind of just racking. They're rack their ults.
May's not someone we normally think of as a high damage dealer just because of the way she has to position her and play herself.
Oh yeah.
But she is really good at forcing teams to go in certain directions.
Oh yeah. I think what it is, it's like positioning, and then you do have that headshot potential, so you do have a fair amount of damage. Here comes the Dragons trying to split their team. It doesn't hit anyone, but I do think it did a good job keeping them in the Meridian. Here comes the Shatter. Unfortunately, it doesn't get anyone.
Appears to have been blocked. We did see the grab come out from Jabo a moment ago with that Dragons. A bit of a lost opportunity with that.
Yep.
So they only
I
managed
do
to get
think-
one kill out of that. So Turbo Feeder's they're gonna have a couple of ults here to push with. They're gonna have the Coalescence again. It's so fast building. And they're fairly close
Fox
to
is
the beat.
poking
by
them
the end
so
of the fight, they
hard.
should have that. And they're gonna try and go up the top right, and they're just gonna drop and
Here
go
comes
in.
the High Noon.
Oh, the high noon from Professor AJ. It gets one. Fox gets the counter. And here come the support ults from just about everyone that's got theirs. And that's going to be 4 kills coming out in a row from Doctors in the Hallway, unanswered. Save the Amajor from Wilsonator. Wilsonator now trapped on the high ground. He needs to get out. He may not be able to. Oh, but he does.
Oh,
And
here
now
comes
a fat EMP from
Yep.
Cax, and he gets the tanks. They're gonna kill Gingerbeard immediately with that.
Here is the Dragons do come and kind of get them out of the way behind that wall, but they're going on through the hotel.
Now they're taking this fight on point. Toaster Oven going down though. Jabo is a pretty high charge Zarya.
They really
And now
do
we
need to
have
get
the
this
grab.
point, though.
From Professor AJ now able just to kind of fire into that grab. And it's just pretty much just Reinhardt on point. He's just going to be right.
I do believe that this is it, though. They do cap
And
first
that's
point.
absolutely. Finally, they figured out what exactly they needed to do, and they were able to execute with the help of several ults.
Hopefully, they have
they-
enough time to get it to the end. But
They
with
should.
2 minutes.
Unfortunately, with the way that the timing rules work, even if they get it into overtime, we will still get a second push.
Yep.
Professor AJ getting almost frozen. 10
Unfortunately,
health, though, he survives with. Not getting anything out of
big
that
May
Jedi.
wall.
Now we have the Nano on to Jabo, the Zarya. Oh, and he's already a fairly hard charge.
Very high octane.
He's sitting there, 70, 80 charge, 100 charge now. He's just gonna deal all the damage he wants. As long as he can track his targets properly, he is an unstoppable force. On top of some nades from Mommy.
It does come the blizzard.
This is a
That
big
is gonna
blizzard.
find Ryan.
Wilsonator using the coalescence. I'm not so sure I agree with that one. It was kind of a lost situation.
I think it was like an act of desperation.
That does happen sometimes.
Yep.
Turbo feeders, though, they do have 3 ults on hand. Doctors in the hallway, they're very close to 5. So whoever uses their ult smarter here will win the fight. Oh,
It does
and a
big shadow.
EMP shatter. That's gonna be clean there. Gingerbeer gets nano, but then he gets hacked immediately, so no shield for him. It's just Fox left, and he goes down.
Oh, that is the yield ominous team kill.
That is a fight win. The question is, does Doctors in the hallway have the recontest? Cax is playing up in the front line, trying to scout. He's hacking a health pack. He's just gonna run away. And we have the aggressive beat.
It is time for pressing Q.
Oh, Fox getting 4 kills out of that
is
grab dragon.
crazy.
That is clean. You
Well,
love to see
you
it.
know what they say? What goes around comes around.
And now it's going to be a challenge. Toaster up and switching the ball.
I do
He's
think
got
that
2
this is gonna
seconds.
be
I
it,
don't think
though.
he has touch. And that's going to be it. Doctors in the hallway, they take map 2, Kings Row, with a score of 3 points to 1. A fairly clean
Play of the game.
map win from Doctors in the hallway. But still some promise showing from Turbo Feeders. They're not completely out of this yet. There's still another map to go. Here is the fat grab dragons that we don't even get to see because of the Maywall.
SMH.
Oh, and here we have our cards coming in. Wilsonator with 17,000 healing done, 34% of his team damage. Jabo with 37 high energy kills, 48 elims.
Crazy.
He was such an asset
Mhm.
on the streets phase on the defense there.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to kind of think in my head what about that turned the game for either team. Personally, I do think it was a mix of, Fox taking, Fox is a very good Hanzo, and so he's taking all these great shots. He's doing a lot of poke damage, and so they're going in and out. But yeah, Fox is just an incredible DPS.
That is true. We some very good all around play from Doctors. They're just working, and it seems they're playing as a unit here. The Zarya play, we usually saw each graviton surge. It was accompanied with another alt that was pretty well coordinated. Usually the dragons, but it was just very good coordinated play, and that's how you win in this league. You go fast together.
Yep. I think the key term is literally just synergy, being able to communicate with your teams, and kind of being able to delegate and kind of say what you want out of a fight, and being able to be very, very just like down the line, this is what we're gonna do, and just being confident and going through with that is really what I think is a very good way to be successful in team fights. And if there's even like a bit of hesitation, I feel that it does cost a lot.
Absolutely. And we are trying to get ready for our third map, which will be an escort map.
You believe it's
Uh,
66, Route 66.
Route 66. An oldie but a goodie.
Yep.
So we have swapped sides. So turbo feeders, they will be on the attack first, trying to get their kicks on Route 66. Doctors on the defense here. No lineup changes as of yet, but that remains to be seen here. Wonder if we will get old Ironsides in on something. But an escort map presents an interesting opportunity. It's sort of in a similar way to control maps because of how location specific the team fights often are.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully, turbo feeders they'll be able to try and turn this around using those kind of situational locations to their advantage, especially if they want to try and run some more speed based comp, with the Lucio and the Sombra.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a big potential value for this.
I don't know if I saw a Lucio. Maybe the first map, but I didn't think I saw a Lucio that often. There might have been. Oh, there was a Lucio last game, but even
Yes,
then,
it was Asian Music Man was the
yep,
for
yeah.
turbo feeders. Old Ironsides now coming in for Roy Mustang on the support for Doctors in the Hallway.
It does look like they are, I believe. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think, and you know this as you are a Lucio, a very competent Lucio player. I think Lucio has the ability to kind of dictate the pacing of a fight, and you've said this to me before. But I didn't kind of it was kind of weird seeing it because I feel like the way that Asian Music Man was playing Lucio was more of just kind of be that aura healing and the speed every now and then. But there's so many duties that Lucio can fill. It could be taxi, could be engage, could be disengage, could be save the team with a beat. It could be save the team with an amp heal. It could be whatnot. I think there's so many roles that a good Lucio has to fill. And it looks easy, but it's such a hard position.
Absolutely. He is sort of a strange character from a design philosophy because he has, on the surface, he has one of the weakest heals in the game, unless he has his amp. And that only lasts for 2 seconds every, 12 seconds?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the most reliable. He's not the most reliable healer. Something that a lot of people don't realize is that Blizzard doesn't call them healers; they call them support characters, because there's more to it than just being a heal bot.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times, just having that speed, being able to say 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go right now, is tremendously valuable.
Oh
when
yeah.
you can get that extra speed boost in. And it does look like Turbo Feeder is trying to do kind of a dive comp here with the Wrecking Ball, the Winston, a Sombra, an Ana, a Lucio, Professor AJ yet to choose a hero. On the other side, this is a bit more of an unusual comp. The Diva, Reinhardt, a Fox on the Tracer, BBB on the Echo, and then Mercy, Ana for heals. A little bit more of an individual duelist kind of comp, except for
This
the
is about
Reinhardt.
to be very annoying if they can get into that backline because all of them are it's just a dive team. They need to play in the silence of their Ana, but with the Brigade kind of just defending in the back.
Oh, and older Ironsides, he's getting very low, getting a little bit of peel from his tanks. Gingerbeard getting the first real pick on Lunchbox DJ, but Wilson Eater follow up on Jabo. And we may see weird stuff as properties of comp coming out.
Oh,
and
already
an
a
early
slam.
shatter. Oh, wow. 35
very,
seconds
very,
in.
very aggressive early game.
Gingerbeard has had at least two pins so far. Fox
do
will
think
follow up
that
on
is
Cax.
an early game fight win for the blue team.
That's right. And this may be an example of problems that dive comp can have against these sort of
Oh yeah.
spread out types of dual comps
Oh yeah.
that we
And
have from Doctors in the Hallway.
I also feel like our team in particular does a pretty okay dive comp, I believe. And right now it doesn't seem like they're coordinating and calling targets and whatnot. They're just they see someone that's open-ish and kind of going for it.
So here we have the duplicated Winston, and he's just gonna kind of jump towards spawn doors in the back line. And he's just gonna say no to everyone. He kills Asian Music Man while he is in the spawn room. A little bit of risky play there from Asian Music Man. I know you want to do all the heals, but you got an angry holographic Winston in your face. You need to go back in the safe area. And now we have
here's a shatter.
Hallucinator.
They did switch the comp.
Yep. Some good changes here. Trying to do more of the Ryan Zarya, a bit more brawly, and they are getting some picks out of this. So can they just follow up in those? Fox going down most recently from Lunchbox DJ, but Jabo does get the follow-up kill on Cax. But this payload is now moving his past first corner. Toaster Oven just kind of looking around, trying to figure out where people are. And Cax has EMP. He's just waiting. Only one ult on each side, really. And it's now Gingerbeard out of position by himself. He's going to get punished for it. But BBB does have another copy coming in.
Fox does win the Tracer duel.
A good EMP coming out. Not a lot of follow-up on it just yet, as they put the nano on Gingerbeard. He's just going to swing away, and he just does so much damage. He has his ult now and everything. They won the team fight. Oh, that was just a solid play.
Yep, I say this before and I'll say it again. The Fox was just in their backline, just having a wham of a time. And I think that aggro kind of just turned their attention for now. But getting those picks, that Tracer pick also kind of takes so much damage away from them.
We're coming into the last fight here. Just 14 seconds left for Turbo Feeders to cap, and they're not pushing yet. They got just a few seconds left to touch.
They're going around though.
They do have the touch.
Trying to sneak in, trying to do
but
the
they don't have the
CM.
manpower.
Oh, here comes a lot of shatters.
Toaster Oven with a nice counter shatter.
I do believe it is time for Qs.
But Jabo, he's going to put his bomb down right on the ground, and it's going to be enough to get 2. This should be enough for Doctors in the Hallway. They just clean up kills for them to win this team fight. So not a long way to go for Doctors in the Hallway. They really only have to get around the second corner to win map number 3 and take the W on the evening.
Initiating match.
A real challenge here for Turbo Feeders. They're going to need to find a way to deal with the kind of the weird stuff that they had to deal with. The Tracer on the flank, and then the tank line, who's always has the peel.
Yep, I think what they really need right now is they just need a team that can kind of solidify in a position and kind of keep like a good spot for them to fortify. And I think a good idea. Yeah, they do the Sigma swap, and so they are going double shield, and I do think that's going to help a lot. But I just don't know if it'll be enough to win? Question mark. But the attempt is all that matters.
We will need to see about that. On the other side, Doctors in the Hallway. It does look like they're going for a dive comp here. They have Jabo, Gingerbeard on the Wrecking Ball, Winston, Foxdale, and Tracer, BBB on the Genji. This could be make it or break it kind of pick here.
Oh
But
yeah.
they do have 4 minutes, pretty much to get 2/3 of the way to the first point. So they will have a lot of room to be flexible. Professor
This is gonna be
AJ
kinda
on the
interesting.
Hanzo.
It's
Staying
kind of
in the
interesting.
tunnel.
Yep. Oh, here comes Ball in the back line, causing mayhem, kind of trying to displace their efforts towards defending. They do get the Winston.
He kind of dove straight towards them
Remember,
with
they have
no
that
protection.
bunker up there. They do have that bunker up there, so taking advantage of basically that kind of divey comp. But
Fox
displacing
gets
them off.
both DPS. This
My
could be huge.
God.
Oh, this could be everything. But Lunchbox DJ getting a pretty wild charge kill on Mommy. Oh, but BBB. He says Genji says no. It's just the just a few people left here for Turbo Feeders. Oh, Professor AJ not quite done with everything yet. He gets 2. But it's just Toaster Oven coming back in.
Here
Professor
comes the
AJ
ball.
low health and Cax on the Junkrat here on point. Mommy's going to get the res off in the face of both DPS. And this is just going to be cleanup here for Doctors in the Hallway.
Oh yeah.
Turbo Feeders, they're just going to try and trickle in.
They're doing everything they can.
BBB just fighting on the point. He has his blade
Here's
now,
the dragons. Oh,
and it's all over. We have a call for a pause. I'm not entirely sure it would have made a difference, though. So that is going to be map number 3 for Doctors in the Hallway.
what? Did I just watch it? It's kind of weird because the way I saw it, it could have gone either way, but especially on that last map, it was just kind of teetering, and you could really see like them starting to get frustrated, or I wouldn't say tilted, but it's definitely like playing more on we need to get kills, etc.
Absolutely. And we saw a big stat there from Fox. He had a 61% kill participation rate.
Mm.
So almost 2/3 of every kill that his team had, he was involved with somehow, which is always a good stat to see from a flank hero like Tracer, who's always just zipping around doing damage to as many people as possible in a short amount of time. It really enables the rest of your team because they don't need to do the whole amount of damage all at once. So a really good showing from Fox there.
Oh yeah.
As well as the rest of the team. Turbo Feeders, unfortunately, not quite what they were looking for the result, but still some good stuff that they'll be able to look back on. Hopefully, they'll be able to look back at this VOD and they have some good tape to look on as they get ready for next week.
Yep. And the game on Monday, I believe it's week 5, would be Magic Bang Bus 3 versus Wambulance.
That's true.
So that ought to be a very interesting game to watch.
Doctors in the Hallway, they next play on Tuesday against the Phantom Billy. And the Turbo Feeders, they next play on Wednesday against Arrows Angels. Next Thursday, we will see Man I Love Frogs versus our team, Intelligence. So we look forward to seeing everybody there for all of these tremendous matches. It'll be a great group, a great set of matches next week. Just as good as this week, so... if you liked what you saw, make sure that you hit that follow button, that little heart button underneath the stream there. And if you're a Twitch Prime member, if you have your free monthly sub, you can go ahead and use that on us. All your subs help out to support the league, help us do cool things like put these streams on for you. We would greatly appreciate your support. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up tonight. Doctors in the Hallway winning 3-0 over Turbo Feeders, taking Nepal, Kings Row, and Route 66 for themselves. we will see both of these teams at different points next week. Um, I'm Stack Monster, happy to be with you today. I was joined here in the booth with Thick Boy Choi and Flame Chaser. Happy to have everyone here. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will see everyone next Monday.
Bye.